Hello my dear all students, welcome again to our channel Gyanmanjari Online Education. So my dear all students, today also we will go with our new poem and the new poem is Rain on the Roof. So we all know that the season is like the rain. So let's go with our new poem Rain on the Roof by Coates King, who is very good poet. So here we have little bit bio of our poet, Coates King. So here you can see the picture of our poet. So he was an American poet, journalist and politician. So he was not just poet by profession, but he was also journalist and he was also politician. He wrote poetry and his verses were collected in Cuca and other poems in Cincinnati 1855. And of his verses means not poem, whatever we write in paragraph wise or stories, they are our verses. The Rain on the Roof, which was set to music, was the most popular. So we can say that this our poem, The Rain on the Roof, is our musical poetry. So we come to know the title of this poem, The Rain on the Roof, is about the rain. So let's see. So here, what is the theme of this poem? Let's see. The poem tells us about the poet's feeling on the rainy day. How the poet feels in rainy season. So the poet has described his own feeling in this poem. The poet recounts his feelings when he listens to the patter of the rain. When he listens the patter of the rain, the voice of the rain, when it comes on the roof of his house. So it is some kind of his memory with patter of the rain. So he is recalling his memory that we will see in this poem. The poet starts recalling all his past memories when he was lying on his cottage cozy bed. When he was sleeping on his bed, he was recalling his memory which is connected with the rain. The poet explains how the rain heals our pain, especially when we listen to the patter of the rain on the roof. Did you ever just notice the patter of the voice of the rain when it comes on the roof? I know that we don't have that kind of roof in our home that we could hear the voice of the rain, but something is there when, for example, when the drops of rain just fell down on the specifically something. So on that time we can hear the very melodious, that kind of sound we could we just like to listen, we could like to hear the voice, sweet voice of that patter of the rain. He recollects the pleasant memories of the past, especially associated with his mother. Some memories he had with his mother in the past. So he was recalling his memory with his mother during this patter of the rain. The rain is thus an instrument of beautiful memories of the past. So the drops, when the little bit drops of the rain, when they fell down on the earth, they are coming from the sky. So especially they come into the earth, on that time it creates some musical aspects, right? So whatever we had memory, something something is there. Whatever we recall the memory, whenever we see the rain, whenever we enjoy the rain, on that time especially we recall the memory of the rain. So here also the poet has that kind of memory. So here we have our first stanza. When the hermit shadow hovered over all the starry spheres, and the melancholy darkness gently weeps in rainy tears. What a bliss to praise the pillow of a cottage chamber bed and lie listening to the patter of the soft rain overhead. And here we also, you can see the new words. So what is the meaning of hermit shadow? Dark clouds full of water. So before rain we could see the dark clouds in the sky. Starry sphere means sky at night with full of stars. They are called starry sphere. Bliss means blessing. Patter means clatter or tap. So when the hermit shadow hover, when the black clouds which are full of water, they are covering all over the sky and also those stars, and the melancholy darkness gently weeps in rainy tears. So we can say that in the first stanza the poet creates that kind of atmosphere. When the rain comes, and before, how's the atmosphere, the poet explains it very well. So what a bliss to press the pillow. The poet is sleeping of a cottage chamber bed. He was sleeping and lie listening to the patter of the soft rain overhead. He was sleeping and he was hearing the patter of the rain. So in the stanza first we can see the poet is sleeping and he is hearing the patter of the rain, the drops of the rain which is coming on the roof of his house. So here we have the second stanza. Every tinkle on the shingles has an echo in the heart, and 1,000 dreamy fancies into busy being start, and 1,000 recollections weave their air threads into woof as I listen to the patter of the rain upon the roof. So the poet has so many fancies, so many dreams. He saw so many dreams in the night. So he was recalling that memories also. So tinkle means light ringing sound. Shingles means wooden tiles used on roofs. 1,000 dreamy fancies into busy being start, having varied sweet dreams. He had so many dreams. He saw so many dreams. 1,000 recollections weave their air threads into woof. So here the whole sentence is covered. The memories of the past come back into their mind in the form of dreams. Whatever happened in the past, he recalls his memory. So in the next stanza we will see that which kind of memory he had with this drops of the rain. Weave means intertwining long threads. Woof means waft, for example the threads woven across the loop. So in the second stanza the poet was sleeping, was hearing the voice of or the chatter of the rains, and he was recalling his memory and 1,000 dreamy fancies. He had so many dreams. So 1,000 dreamy fancies, whatever he had into busy being start, and 1,000 recollection. He had also some collection with rain. So whatever he had, he was recalling it. Weave their air threads into woof. They are coming in his mind. As I listen to the patter, when he listened to the patter of the rain, on that time only, means on that time he recollects all his memories of the rain upon the roof. So as I listen to the patter of the rain upon the roof, whenever he listens the patter of the rain upon the roof, on that time he feels, he recollects, he recalls the memory with his rain, whatever he had. So many dreams he had. So here we have the third stanza. Now in memory comes my mother. So here we come to know that specially which kind of memory he had. So he had the memory about his mother, as she used in years agone. Agone means ago. It's used in Old English language. So means here on that time the poet had not his mother. So that time he is using this. So he, maybe his mother was not more. So he was recalling the memory with his mother. To regard the darling dreamers. Error means old poetic words for before. So these words, some words you can see in the poem sometimes. So these all words are belonging to Old English. This is nowadays whatever English we are using, the language or the writing English, these all are our new English. So some those kind of words are also there which are belonging to Old English language. To regard the darling dreamers era means old poetic words for before. So before she left them till the dawn means when the day breaks she told her son means the poet, and he just wake up. Oh, I feel her fond look on me as I list to this refrain. List means listen. As I listen to this refrain means music, repetition. Whatever he thought, whatever he just heard the music means for the poet, whatever the drops are coming, they are the music for the poet. As I listen to this refrain, which music, there were not any music was playing, but the drops, the patter of the rain, it was the music for the poet. So whenever he listened that music means the drops of rain, so he recalled that memory with his mother, which is played upon the shingles by the patter of the rain. So whenever he recalls his memory, whenever he listens to the patter of the rain on that time, he recalls the memory with his mother because she is no more with him. So he feels that kind of when she was used to wake up her son means when his mother was there with him, on that time how his lovely mother loved him. So he was recalling his lovable mother, the memory with his lovable mother. So all the stanzas are about the rain, right? So this is about, so let's go with figures of speech. First is alliteration. So we know that what is alliteration? The repetition of a consonant sound in two or more consecutive words. More than two words are repeated which are belonging to consonant. So they are our alliteration. For example, humid, hover. So these two are our same kind of sound. At sound is repeating for two or more times. Consonant sound. Okay, starry spears. S sound is repeating, so that's why it is also alliteration. Praise pillow. P sound is repeating. Then personification, treating a non-living thing as a living being. Okay, whatever is not living things, but we use some that kind of qualities with non-living things. On that time they are our personification. Darkness has been personified when he says that it is said. So darkness is said. Darkness is non-living things. Is it possible that darkness is said? No, this is not possible. But the poet has used the personification here. So it is the example of personification. Onomatopoeia means the use of sound words to create a dramatic effect and auditory imaginary. So patter is the use of sound word. It is the sound made by the raindrops falling on the rooftop. So it creates the music. So it is somehow the dramatic. So here the poet also has used this kind of qualities, this kind of figure of speech. Next, transferred epithet means the use of an adjective with a noun when it refers to another nouns. So this transferred epithetic and onomatopoeia, don't consider this in your syllabus, but just to know you, just to inform you, I have included this. The use of an adjective with a noun when it refers to another noun. In melancholy darkness, the darkness is not melancholy, but it refers to the sad people. But also the poet has used this. So it is also our transferred epithet. So it was our today's lecture. So in your homework, you all have to write down all the new words for 3 times, and whatever figure of speech we have covered in this lecture, you have to write down in 2 times in your fair book. Okay students, have you any query regarding this lecture? You all are free to ask me. Thank you.